Hello and welcome to J.P. Murray's Association Hustle Podcast. President of the Murray Company, JP's mission is to arm today's associations with insight and strategy to thrive in a progressively complex and competitive business landscape. 21st century associations must move forward with a little bit of hustle and revenue development at their core. Here's JP.
Great to be with you today. I look forward to this discussion. It's about the 10 business lessons from wins and losses that I've learned through the last 12 years. To give you context, we started the Murray Company about 12 years ago, an entrepreneurial endeavor, and I've learned a lot through the last decade plus about how to launch a business, how to maintain a business, and I'm going to give you 10 tips or observations from that process. Number one, starting the business is likely to be about you, but keeping the business is about your team. Here's what I mean by that. A lot of the motivations we have of starting our own business are very, self-imposed. We think about, gosh, I can't work for this guy anymore, or, oh my gosh, I could do this better, or I see this opportunity, or I need the flexibility and the freedom that I want. All those things are usually self-motivated, but you'll learn very quickly that to scale the business and to grow it, it becomes much more about everybody else. And so I think that's some framework that you need going into that, saying, hey, although I've got these self and internal motivations that drive me to get started to maintain this deal, it's going to be about everybody else. And that is one of the biggest challenges for an entrepreneurial leader. So I want you to know that in advance. Number two, start with building a good sales operation first. So you might think about the service and the offering and the pricing and all that, but I got to tell you something. Most businesses, or many of them, fail because they never get out of the gate. Why? Because they don't have a sales operation and a sales process and a business development methodology at their core to start. Without any clients, you're not going to be able to be in the game very long, friends. Number three, contract provisions. Don't be afraid to address the specifics. And don't be afraid if it costs you a deal early on or that you have to negotiate. I'd rather negotiate provisions of the contract than having a very vague contract and a big argument later that might spoil or end the relationship. Be very clear about things. For an example, in our business, we do a lot of sales work. We sell memberships, sponsorships, ads, and exhibits for our clients. Well, a lot of the definition about what is a sale is very important to us. And here's my view. If we touch it, if we're involved in any way, shape, or form in the development of that new membership, we get commission for it. Because what I don't want to do is have a negotiation, or we don't want to referee the deal after the fact that it comes in. No one usually argues about who gets the commission for a $1,000 membership. People do argue about who gets the commission from a $100,000 membership. Believe me, I know because I've seen it before and I've been a part of them. So you want to be very clear about those things. Number four, consider cash flow. You can have gross margin growth year after year. You can have net profits at the end of the year or on a monthly basis, but you might still have cash flow problems. I'll tell you a story. We have legacy clients. They're great clients, and they pay us at the end of each month. We start the work on the 1st. At the end, on the 31st, we bill them for the work that month. Now, if they're on a 30-day pay scale, that means I might be doing work for 60 days without ever getting paid for it. That can cause a cash flow problem. Instead, what we should do is we start the work on the 1st, we bill them on the 1st for the work that we're going to do from the 1st to the 31st, right? And then if they pay in 30 days, I'm paid during the month that I actually did the work. Something for you to think about as an entrepreneur as you launch your business. Number five, document. Prove the work with excellent reporting. Oh my goodness, it's been a differentiator for us. Weekly reports that we provide to the client proves the work, all of the activity, the pipeline, the progress we've made on the project. It signifies trajectory. It enables you to get to action items that you need back from the client and reinforces that making a decision to join with you on the project was a good idea. good reporting makes good clients. Number 6, get paid for the work. I don't work on commission-only work. I don't like Barney deals, the old purple dinosaur character. I love you, you love me, nobody makes any money. If it takes work, you should get paid. If we would have gone through this pandemic and we have been a sales operation that's only on commission during the March, April, May kind of time frame, let me tell you, it'd been tough. Number 7, see the list in advance. Now, that's the list for our work. We want to see who the prospects are. We want to see who we might be going after. My point to you here is whatever work you're involved in, sign a non-disclosure agreement and have a discovery phase to really know what you're getting into. That's difficult when you need clients and money. I realize that. You want things to happen fast so you can get on the deal and you can get paid. But you want to do this early in the sales process. Hey, let's sign an NDA and let me learn about this project. Let me get some data from you. I'll give you some of ours as well. So then you know what you're getting into. The worst thing is to get a contract finished, do it fast, and then go, oh my gosh, I can't believe the mess that we're into. Number 8, develop a strong referral system with your clients. The power of someone saying something about you is probably the most influential sales tactic ever, but we don't use it enough. So think about it early on. Use it strategically. There's a point in the sales process and the client development process where you need someone just to drop a quick note and say, hey, I understand you're thinking about working with the Murray Company. Here's been my experience. If you got any questions, give me a call. Number 9, develop an advisory board and get their feedback early. My goodness, they've helped me so much. Go check out our advisory board on murraycompany.com, man. They're fantastic. They often see us and the Murray Company as a much more expansive business than even we do. Over time, your internal view may be very limiting. You may think you're only this type of company, when the people out there in the market and your advisory board, they see you as a resource for a variety of different things that you don't even think about that much. And finally, number 10, this is an infinite game. You don't win it. The game doesn't stop. The players change. The sands shift. The conditions are different. That's very difficult for people that are competitive, maybe former athletes. That's the way to really look at this. And it enables you to adapt and innovate because there's not a set time frame. There's no winner or loser in business. You're either ahead or behind at the current time. Those are the 10 business lessons from my wins and losses. I'm so grateful that you would listen today. And I have a treat for you if you made it all the way through. Email me, jp@murraycompany.com, and ask for Association Hustle, my first ever book about the association business and what I've learned from it. I'd be pleased to send you a complimentary copy. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week on the Association Hustle.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of J.P. Murray's Association Hustle podcast. We'd love to connect with you. Check out our blogs at murraycompany.com and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. You can also connect with JP on LinkedIn and Twitter at JP Murray, as well as the Murray Company's Instagram and Facebook page. To purchase a copy of JP's book, Association Hustle, Top Strategies for Association Growth, go to jpmurray.com.